Hello, Hannah. My name is Akashdeep Arora. Currently, I'm working as a technical lead in one of the reputed IT company. So, I want to share my journey. Like regarding my journey, I started my career in 2015. So, I have done BTech from computer science. After passing out from BTech, I went out for job search because I was not having any job during my placements because I was rejected in one of the leading IT company in my final round during college days. So I went to like Silicon Valley of India because I have heard a lot one can get a job very easily there. So I went there, but after doing the job hunt for 3 months, I was not having any jobs. So because there were a lot of students like me because in I even observed in one of the type there were more than 10,000 students during their interviews. So there were a lot of people who were running for interviews, and the ratio of selecting those candidates were very less. So to survive there after 3 months, I joined one BPO company. But fortunately, I got to work on the Salesforce platform there, but that was on support role. So later on, like I quit that job after 1 year because I thought that that's not my cup of tea. So I went ahead and I prepared myself to go into a development field. So later on, I got some internship opportunity as well. During though I was from the Java background, and from my school days, I had like to learn Java. So I got that opportunity in my Java interview, and I got selected in one of the companies. But later on, they provided me training on Salesforce. So that time, that was my first meeting with Salesforce because at first I thought that it is some sales job because as the word indicates Salesforce. So I thought, and earlier also I was on the support role for that. So that was the dot connection. So those dots were connected there, but later on when I got the training in Salesforce and I used to work in Salesforce, so that was a life changing thing. So during this journey, when I was getting rejected in around 50 companies, and later on slowly I got into this domain. So I thought, why not to share my journey and experience with other people because there are a lot of people are getting passed out from their engineering and they are also doing their job hunting. So I found that Salesforce is the future, and why shouldn't I share my journey and learning and experience with the people? So I created a campaign called BeASalesforceChamp, where my motivation and my motive was to motivate others and share their learning and also tell them to help others as well. So let me just show you regarding my profile as well. So you can find me over Twitter on my handle Akashdeep Arora 1. And if you will go to my go down, I have pinned my journey as well. So you can click on this and you will be able to land to my journey where I have written in detail more about me, how I started the journey and what all things I did. So therefore, I also during this journey and learning, I created one trail mix as well for the BeASalesforceChamp trail mix, where like I used to I had created a path what all important in module because as the beginner there are many questions from the student that from where to begin in trail because there are a lot of modules. So I had actually created a few module sets and created one trail mix for the same so that they will have the proper path what needs to be do in the trailhead and so that their fundamentals and concepts are clear. So I created this BeASalesforceChamp trail mix. So you can get this trail mix from my path to be a Salesforce blog. This you can get once you will go from my Twitter into my journey. You can just click on my pic. You will be able to see all my initiatives during this blog. So here you will find this path to be a Salesforce champ. So here I have written what all things I have created. So my for the BeASalesforceChamp component, I have followed this path. So first step should be you should have some idea and you should have some initiative to help others as well. Because if you are on the Salesforce path and we have seen that we have a great Trailblazer community here who are helping with each other. So you should have that thing that you should be doing this thing in the future itself. Another part I had said that if you are in the Salesforce journey, and even if you are in the development side, you should know the admins and the out of the box functionality of the Salesforce. If you are sharing your knowledge with others, you are doing the BAM, like be a multiplier, you are sharing your knowledge with others and learning, you are a trailblazer on that part. Another path I created that you should get trailhead addict, because when I was learning, I used to do a lot of trailhead even at night after my office time, because my focus was on learning and land into the development mode. So I used to do a lot of trailhead. So for that, you need to be a trailhead addict and try to be a ranger on that part, because if you are having a good bunch of badges, but getting badges doesn't mean that you should be just blindly doing the badges. You should understand the concepts, and I always say if you will focus even one batch a day, you can earn 365 badges in a year. So just go slowly and just read all the concepts, and you can do trailhead where you will learn and see your knowledge once. Be a builder. So here I meant that there is a great Trailblazer community and many great brains are there. So you can build your relationship between the Ohana, like Ohana is our family. So just share your knowledge with us, sir. And if you are already doing all these things, you are already a Salesforce. So that's what my motive to create this campaign, so that you learn from your end as well and share your knowledge as well with others. And you should also take some initiatives as well so that others can benefit. If you are on this path, you are already a Salesforce champ. So for that, in this blog itself, I shared this trail mix link as well. You can land into this trail mix from this blog. If you are a beginner, you can just practice this trail mix. It will really help you a lot. After some time, I found that beginners were lacking the real-time scenarios. So I created another initiative called Making Champion. So in that initiative, because there are a lot of blogs and YouTube videos regarding Salesforce, but what I found and what I got to know from various students and beginners, they were looking for some hands-on on real-time scenarios. So I created a Making Champion initiative where I used to post real-time scenarios over Twitter, and students used to do, or beginners or whosoever is having some lax experience, they used to try those tasks and put their solution as well over the Twitter so that others can also be benefited. So over the year, I posted around 25 real tasks. If you want to view those tasks over Twitter, you can just search with the Making Champion and hashtag task 1 or task 2 and so on. So you will get to know that what all tasks I had actually posted over the Twitter. So if you will go to my Twitter account, you can search like this, hashtag Making Champion, hashtag task 2. If it is you need to search another task, you can just task 3. So you will be able to do the another task as well. So this is about the Making Champion initiative, so that people got benefited with their real-time scenarios as well. So later on, I also recently have launched the BeASalesforce MBA program, because Salesforce MBA program has few criteria, like if you are like blogging or you are like sharing your knowledge through seminars or something, so that people can nominate you, and one can be a Salesforce MVP. But there are a lot of still people I found in the Trailblazer community who are still helping and are not yet MVP. So in order to motivate them, I created a BeASalesforce MBA program as well, where I will select one MVP every year. So this was the motive for that, because they are already contributing in the community. So this is just a small token of gesture and appreciation for them from my side, so that they will get some motivation and appreciation and they will be continuing this work. So even they are not having the official title, because I always say official title doesn't matter. If you are already contributing to the community, you are already MVP. So this is just a small piece of appreciation from mine. So I took this initiative so that people also contribute. So my only motive is to make the community more stronger, because whatever I have seen in my career, whatever I have experienced, I am just sharing my journey and experience and learning with others. And if I am finding someone who is already creating content and motivating or helping others, trailblazers in the community. So why not should I appreciate them? So this is regarding that. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can visit over my LinkedIn named as Akashdeep Arora, and here you can find my profile as well. Here, if you will go into the featured section, you will also get this trail mix and regarding this whatever the part to be a Salesforce I have posted in the feature. This journey you can go through here as well, which was taken by senior director of Exchange as well. Here you can find my journey where I was invited as a Dev Talkies show from the Salesforce Dev Relations team. Here you can also read my or view my journey. If you will go next, you can view the BeASalesforceChamp Trail Mix as well, where you can like practice. So if you can just view that interview details, you can just read this blog as well. Regarding BeASalesforceChamp, if you BeASalesforceChamp, like sharing knowledge using this hashtag with BeASalesforceChamp. So if you will view the, if you will search on the LinkedIn hashtag BeASalesforceChamp, you will be able to see this, and you can just follow this hashtag. Okay, like this. And once you will follow, you will get the related Salesforce knowledgeable posts and updates on the LinkedIn itself. So it will really help you in career. You can just follow this, and you, even if you are also creating content, you can use the hashtag so that it can reach the wider audience. All this motive is to help others so that they also create content. They should help others as well. And like I always say, be a Salesforce and make others as well. So that's the only motive from my end. So if you are doing a great job in community, definitely sooner or later your efforts will definitely be recognized. So that's about my journey and how I started these campaigns. So this is all from my end. Thank you.